peace, peace. Today I'm taking the time to get a little air to reestablish some clarity. This is what I want you guys to understand. This whole life that we're living, that we in, it's all about risk. It's like we take risks every second of the day. Most important part about these risks, what's going on, man? The most important part about risk, understanding risk, is understanding when to take them and how to take them. The worst thing you can do is put all your eggs in one basket. In order to prevent true failure, everybody needs to understand the importance of having a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Getting windy out here at the dock. You need to have a plan A, B, C, and D to avoid any true failure. That means you got to premeditate what you're going to do, how you're going to respond. Secondary game plan if plan A doesn't go as planned. Also, you need to do the same thing for plan B and plan C. Your worst case scenario, even if everything seems like it's going perfect, seems like it's almost no possibility of failure. You always want to leave yourself that room, that 1% room, that 1% leg room. Even if you take like certain tests and stuff like that, nobody can never say anything is 100%. So like certain exams we might take, they say it's 99.9% or 99.9.1 or some shit. That tells you right there that nothing in life can't possibly be 100% of the time. So because of that, we must absolutely make room for the possibility of failure in order to avoid true failure. Because true failure is not having a backup for the backup and the backup's backup. That's the only way you can really lose. The objective is putting yourself in a position where even if you lose, you don't lose. And that's pretty much my philosophy on it. I'm at a position where I'm not gonna lose because I can't lose. But the only way I can make sure that happens like that is if I plan for A, B, C, and D. And that doesn't mean half-ass establish plan A and plan B. I need to fully execute plan A as if plan B didn't exist. And I need to fully plan plan B as if plan A didn't exist. And so on and so forth. It's playing devil's advocate with yourself, the situation, and everybody involved, and everything involved. It's weighing all options and considering all variables. And then if plan A fails, you accept it for what it is, you chew it up, you swallow it, and you cough it back out, and spit it up. Spit it out and keep moving. Because you can't allow the failure of plan A to conflict with the planning of plan B and plan C and plan D. You can't allow one to affect the other. No way, form, or fashion. I know a lot of us had these situations when we in the middle of a come up, we grinding, hustling, trying to make our next moves in life. What's good? And we say some of us go head over heels on certain things because we believe that, you know, something is a guarantee, or somebody said something was a guarantee. My personal opinion, based on my personal experience, I haven't seen anything that just absolutely guaranteed. And the only reason it's guaranteed, if it is guaranteed, is because I'm in full control of it. If I'm not in full control over everything involved in the situation, I can't guarantee anything. Therefore, I can't accept nobody else's guarantee as my guarantee. It's good to know that I have a guarantee outside of my own guarantee, but I need to feel like I have the absolute power to be the guaranteer in the situation. Because there's nothing worse than setting yourself up for absolute failure. When you done went head over heels, put it all into this one thing, and then the absolute and impossible happens. That 1% becomes the victor against the 99.9% of the possibility of success. And now reality sinks in. So now you put yourself in a personal bind, in a hole, and against the wall, with no secondary method or strategy to get yourself out of it. So that's an absolute loss. So we got to understand that we can't afford to put ourselves in a situation where we suffer an absolute loss. I know I can't. I can't and I ain't. Therefore, if I say I can't lose because I won't lose, because I'm not going to set myself up to lose. It's always a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C, at least. See, maybe, 10 years ago I could afford to, jag every dollar off on one particular thing in hopes that it works and that it, transpires to be what I wanted it to be or wanted it to turn out to. But right now, I'm responsible for too many people. Too many people are dependent on my success. So because of that, now I have to supply myself with my own personal insurance policies. Said, okay, I'm gonna invest this into that in hopes to get the return, a particular type of return from this or that. But this is all I'm gonna invest in. That I'm only gonna invest absolutely what I can afford to lose. So therefore, if and when I do lose, I treat it like a bad day at the casino, or like an off day at the casino, and you just walk off. Because at the end of the day, you're going to the casino, your only objective is, of course, to make money and to win. But you should never be going there with your rent money, trying to double up. It's too risky. The risks are too high. I'd rather pay the rent first and go in there with the remaining $10 I had in my pocket and play $5 blackjack and try to work my way up. I'd rather do that. So therefore, the rent is secure, the roof over my head is secure, my shelter is secure, and now I'm gonna test my luck with the rest of this $10 I got left. That's a secure risk, because hey, you still took care of what needed to be taken care of, and you did use your remaining last to do your gamble with and try to hustle up. But So we got the other type of people that don't take risk at all because they scared to make a move. So now you become an idle individual. So remember this: with no movement, you can't expect to have no movement. Meaning that whatever you claim to be doing and want to do in your life, you're not gonna get there because you're not moving towards it. That means you have to move towards the things that you want to do in your life. If you're not moving, if you're not taking proper action to move toward the goals and the type of things you want to accomplish in your life, it's a guaranteed fact that you will not be successful. That's a guarantee. If you don't do nothing, you won't get anything in return. You have to put out in order to get it, and in order to get back.
Guess what? I know him too.
So you got to put out in order to get back. What the heck up with my camera? I didn't know they had a zoom. So you got to put out in order to get up, in order to get back. So some are absolutely not risk takers at all, and that's because the world has programmed them. They programmed them to wake up, go to work, come home, go to bed, wake up, do it again. So we got to take risk. Risks are good. All I'm saying is calculate it. Plan A, B, C, and D. Even if you lose, you win. Because within that failure, it still should be within that temporary loss. It's still something that you should have took from it. It's still something you learned from that particular instance, that particular situation. Now, if you lost time, money, and you didn't learn nothing from it, oh, that's an absolute loss. There should be no situation where you don't learn from it. To me, that's the worst thing. That's whatever you take back as far as on an informational basis or educational basis, that's all, in my opinion, is always more value than any type of financial return. And the financial return is always a plus. Because the knowledge of such can never be taken away from you. It can always be passed on, can be duplicated. It's like, at least you know what not to do next time. And that doesn't mean, oh, I'm never going to invest in anything else again because I lost my money doing real estate or in a multi-level marketing company, so I'm never going to invest in anything anymore because I didn't see any type of return. That doesn't mean that. That just means that those particular things weren't meant for you. We just got to find the things that's out there for us. So that's all I wanted to say real quick. Let's take these risks, but make sure they're calculated. Can't afford no losses. Peace. What's good? What's good? I'm finna jump in this water real quick. Peace, peace, peace.